reintroduce ourselves for Kinnikuman. So I guess I'll do it this time.
Alright.
For Kinnikuman Day. So like, yeah, hello, I'm the anime hero, and here's my friend.
And Mr. Falcon Punch 996.
Yeah, we just finished recording a terrible podcast, but you should watch it anyways. It's called The Reflection, and we try to talk about Lupin, but it goes nowhere.
Yeah, just watch this one. Watch them all. Support us.
Yeah, watch the Phantom Group one also, because that's the Dragon Ball. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping the Phantom Group just turns into the Dragon Ball podcast, because fuck everything else.
It very well could be.
Might as well.
Like our biggest podcast. Like I remember the one we did with Merlin a while back, where we talked about every single Dragon Ball Z movie.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. We did do that. Like, I don't even remember what we did anymore. Fuck everything.
Yeah, I think that was like the last thing, because I even edited that one.
Oh.
Like a while back. That's like.
Oh yeah. That was a year ago. It's a 2-hour podcast, 2-hour and 30-minute podcast. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, podcast number 4. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, that one was. And then I think for a while it was just you and I, and we just talking about shit, and then eventually you just made your own podcast.
Yeah, then everyone else started. Then everyone else. Yeah, then we were getting a little bit of a groove by having everyone show up, and then the groove kind of went away. But that's actually something I've been wanting to do recently. Is like try to get everybody together again, even for the even the ones for the manly clique as well.
Oh yeah, because I was kind of wondering what happened to them, because just like Skype chat's not as active. But then again, I think all the ones from the manly clique, they just went to Discord, and I'm not sure how Discord is, because it seems like Discord's
because I looked at some stuff, because I'm supposed to be going like hopefully getting contact with the Guardcast and talk about something, but I have no idea what though. But,
oh yeah, because I remember they messaged you on Twitter. It's like, hey man, like your work.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, because I listened to about 3 or 4 of their Guardcasts. But yeah, some of those conversations I wish I was there.
I've been meaning to watch their videos, because I remember I came across their channel, and then I think you were the one that told me about it, and I'm just like, okay, I'll watch this one day, and I never did. I just ended up watching the Pizza Party podcast.
Yeah, because I don't really listen to that many podcasts. Well, honestly, that's like the only 2 I've listened so far.
It's like I want to, but at the same time, it's just like, because podcasts are a long time, so I have to it's kind of hard for me getting to a podcast where I don't know the people that well. I only watch the Pizza Party podcast because it's just more Pan. And then there's a couple other podcasts I watch. Occasionally I'll watch the Procrastinators, or the Weedcast was a thing, but then it kind of stopped being a thing. And then I'm trying to think. There's probably another podcast. Oh yeah, Super Mega Podcast. That's about it.
So, anyways, this current podcast is supposed to be about Kinnikuman Day.
Yeah, for me, where I live, it actually is Kinnikuman Day. But for Hero, I think he has like a couple more hours to go.
No, I got a couple of more. I have 36 minutes left for it to be Kinnikuman Day. But yeah, I might need to make like an update video or something. Maybe I'll make an update video, but I won't call it an update video because no one watches it when I put it like that for some reason. So I just gotta come up with a witty title talking about this shit's rough, and I wonder if people are getting fed up with why you're uploading so many podcasts. Where's the main stuff on the channel? It's like right now it's on the Manly channel.
I feel like you have to watch the podcast if you want to. I'll keep uploading podcasts until they reach a certain amount of views, then I'll go back to it.
What the hell is this? Yeah, because it's like, oh shit, I pushed the button. Yeah, because I need because there's some stuff I need to address when it comes to what I want to work on for the rest of the year, and then because lately I've been watching some writing videos just because and it got me kind of thinking that there's stuff that I should finishing, and I've been trying to write a bit more for an episode or a story, basically different stories. But I was thinking more seriously this one episode thing, which could probably be 20 minutes or less if it was all if it was fully animated, it would be a 24-minute episode. That's what I'm trying to say. But I can't do that, so I'm just gonna have to do write it out first, hopefully do pictures, and I have to do
basically.
do storyboards with it or something, because I have an idea for a trailer for a 1-minute trailer version of the story. So Yeah, there's stuff that I want to do. Yeah, because the only other videos that I want to try to do for this year would be the Gatchaman and Speed Racer stuff, and then I'm going to go to 12 Days of Anime and hopefully start doing the Womanly stuff over again, because like everything's been kind of crazy this year. It all started with the whole it started with the arm, then there was the whole YouTube thing, and then like some other personal stuff happened, and then now currently is me like trying to get myself organized over and over again.
Yeah, no, it's a struggle, the YouTube life.
Yeah, I might even like reuse this little section for that update video actually, since I kind of got like, you know, just a basic understanding of what's going on. But anyways, this podcast is supposed to be about Kinnikuman.
Yeah. I might as well start with it.
Yeah, it's Kinnikuman Day because yeah, I guess I should mention this Kinnikuman video because since it's related to the topic. So if people have been watching me since 2016, they would know that I've been uploading like my favorite Kinnikuman characters every Kinnikuman Day, and it might not end this year actually, for sure next year because in a couple of well, by the time you see this video, it will be up. Like you will see a Ramenman video for this Kinnikuman Day, but you would also notice that there's a Ramenman video and it says part 5 and part 3. I mean, part 3? Oh, fuck. Yeah, part 3 and part 5. But then people were wondering, well, where's part 4? Well, 4 was supposed to be a character in the middle because I did Ramenman first. And the thing is, I kind of regret it in a way because the way I wrote the Ramenman video is like, it feels like all because I wrote them in different orders and I numbered them differently instead of the, you know, normally when you're doing a counter from 10 to 1, you're supposed to keep it all in order, but I didn't when I was writing it because I kind of changed some things and now I'm not even sure, like, you know, maybe I like Ramenman more than Ramenman, I don't know. Or I just had more opportunities to talk about that character in a more elaborate way, I'm not sure. So anyways, the point is, like, until the list is completed, it's just gonna feel, like, kind of awkward. Yeah, December, there is another Kinnikuman Day, December 29th, 2017, oh shit. That one I will upload the number 4, but whether I go to number 2 and 1, I don't know. So that's why I'm like, it's not gonna end this year, I don't think so. Maybe next year, whenever the other Kinnikuman Day is. Because they kind of got in the way of this Halloween. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do, or if anything at all. And obviously 12 Days of Anime, I gotta do all that in November just to get it ready by December. So, no idea what I'm gonna do for October, because I wanted to focus on the Speed Racer and the Gatchaman, and I wanted to do like an updated review for Fist of North Star for the 1983 anime, but now I'm not so sure. Once again, I'm gonna be using parts of this conversation for this update video. But now we can go into the Kinnikuman topic because we talked about Kinnikuman before in another podcast back for March of, I think it was this year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so now, just to give another introduction, like, Falcon, what is Kinnikuman?
Kinnikuman is or translated in English is Muscle Man.
Oh.
And it's a yeah, I know, pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's a crazy 80s series, probably one of the most influential shonen series ever, that not that many people talk about. But it starts off as a weird Ultraman parody and eventually evolves into a full-blown superhero wrestling series where we have Warriors of Justice going against the forces of Satan.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing. And it has the craziest shit you could ever imagine, like, some of the stuff in the podcast you'd think we'd be making up, but no, it actually happens.
No, insert, right now I'm going to insert the conversation piece from the anime news section. And there's this pirate Choujin, I don't remember his name, but he has a fucking whale in his chest.
What?
Yeah, he has like this miniature whale in his chest, and it's actually alive.
So, the whole Choujin biology is like...
No. But it gets weirder from this, okay? It turns out that whale, he wasn't born with it. He actually hunted down the whale and put it inside him.
So
which is even stranger. Which is even stranger, because you're hunting down this thing, and I'm thinking, like, how, did you always have a hole in your chest? Did you make the hole yourself to put that thing in there? Is it like Killer Queen, where he just picks up his abs and it's like a secret compartment for stuff? there? Why would you do that to yourself?
Like, why a whale? I mean, like,
well, he was a pirate, so that's why. He was a pirate-themed Choujin, so I was like, gotta go all the way.
I guess, but like, I guess Moby Dick, but like, does the whale actually like do anything?
Yeah, it bites. But the thing is, though, I'm trying to remember who fought him. It was the I think his name was Chess. Oh, I don't remember his name actually, but it was a chess piece Choujin. He's the one that fights him. But the thing is, like, he kills the whale. So it's dead. It's not there anymore. It's like fucking dead. And so I'm thinking, like, was that animal brutality? I mean, it wasn't the whale's fault. And so I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, bath the shower is one thing, but this guy. Oh, right, that's right. I was reading this Ultimate Muscle volume, which is from like an alternate version of the series, which is like 4 volumes long. The second one introduces the Choujin bath the shower.
Bath the shower.
Yeah, he's just a tub with a
Oh, God.
bath the shower. He's not. I was kind of expecting him to be like this badass dude, but he wasn't. He was lame. Lame but hilarious.
Why does he have like that Sonic name kind of to him? Like, bath the shower.
Yeah, bath the shower. Oh, the best part is when he laughs. You know what he says?
What?
Shower, shower, shower.
Oh, God, no.
Bath the shower.
I swear, Kinnikuman and these fucking character designs.
So yeah, we just talked about, you know, a fucking whale and bath the shower.
Yeah, bath the shower, and then like, there's just like, I guess we could just start off there. The character designs in Kinnikuman are like some of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, literally, like the possibilities for character designs are endless. Like anything could be just a character. I mean, part of that's probably due to fan submissions, because Kinnikuman does like. I think a couple popular characters were actually fan submissions. I forgot which ones though. Like, was Warsman a fan submission? Or
I think everyone besides Kinnikuman and Terryman were fan submissions and
okay,
meets.
so
Yeah, because I want to say just about every character was a fan submission, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I would have to double check.
But like honestly, like, the designs, I mean, you get everything from a killer urinal to like an Indian curry cook to fucking chain and ball. What else? A hamburger. Just like,
Yeah,
it's just like
and
the
a fucking banana.
possibilities are truly endless. A banana, yeah. Like honestly, you could think of something. It's probably a character design in Kinnikuman. Like I'm not even joking.
Yeah, there's stuff like an airplane, like this Transformer airplane could be a fucking wrestler, like a bike could be a wrestler, a
teacup.
teacup, yeah. That's a wrestler. He's not just a wrestler, but it's also a superhero.
Yeah, he was called Teapackman. He could use his tea bag, which you could use that and like fill it around like a weapon. Like,
yeah, of course. Or you could, you could teabag somebody, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be hilarious.
But then on the other end, we get like there's some outrageous stuff like Junkman, who has his arms who are just basically this crushing spike thing, and then there's on the other side there's really cool looking characters, or somehow mold both that and the silliness together, like Warsman, Robin Mask, Ramenman, Brocken Jr., and then stuff like Sunshine.
Oh yeah, Sunshine, who's like, I mean, if anyone's ever played Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, basically looks like Gold Lycan.
Yeah.
Only much smaller scale.
Yeah, and he's made of sand. Or you get like a fucking mountain, even though.
Oh yeah, the mountain.
Yeah.
It's a character, the mountain.
Yeah, it's like he's not as big as a real mountain, but he's still pretty big.
Yeah, he's like a mountain in like I think a judo uniform.
Yeah, but he to me he always kind of looked like those onigiri food.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes to me he just looked like a piece of shit, but like really crusty piece of shit.
Well. But then you get like, I don't know, you get anything, because then there's like Ashuraman, who is a man with 6 arms, and he's a demon with 3 faces on his head, and then there's stuff like Atlantis, which is a water creature, and then Snegator, which is an alligator mixed with a sneaker.
Oh yeah, and then let's not forget Planetman, who's basically made of like different planets
Yeah, because even the ninja is kind of overpowered because he has this like move at will jutsu where he could switch places with people, or he could use like these certain cloths to change the background or the battlefield altogether. He could make a fucking portal to the inside of a volcano in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I know. Like, the ninja was fucking overpowered. Even though I'm always disappointed that his name wasn't Ninja Man, it's just the Ninja.
It's worse than the 4Kids dub.
Oh, what's he called?
Ninja Ned.
Ninja Ned.
Ninja Ned.
Sounds like the nerdiest fucking
Like, beware, Choujin, I am Ninja Ned. No, but he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk like that. He speaks like the stereotypical Japanese. It's like Kid Muscle-san type of, voice.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. The dub for the sequel to Kinnikuman, Ultimate Muscle, is it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Funimation was, I mean, not Funimation. 4Kids was pretty proud of it back in the day.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, there was I forgot what video. It was kind of like a couple of years recent, where they invited Mike Pollock into this like kid show or something, and then they actually did mention Ultimate Muscle, like you can see it on screen in the background. I was like, oh, I didn't expect to see that. And he also did mention that he liked doing Meat's voice, but it's like, well, I kind of hope you never do. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, 'cause, like, with Meats, for those who don't know that much about Kinnikuman, is like kind of like, I guess the mascot character of Kinnikuman, but he's kind of like the main character's like
sidekick slash coach.
Sidekick. Yeah, in a sense, and like he's supposed to be cute, and in the dub he still looks cute and everything, but like they give him a really really gruff voice, and it's just like, why?
Well, the thing is, it also doesn't help that he's still supposed to be like a minor kid, so. Yeah, so you have like this grown ass voice coming out of it's like what's a cute thing? What's a cute thing? Because I was gonna say Chiaotsu, but I'm like, I don't know, there's gotta be something better than that. I don't know. It's like if you had like Tony Chopper or Miles Tails Prower have like this like gruff voice coming out of that. It just doesn't work. Or Pikachu or Detective Pikachu. That's it. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people like Danny DeVito. They want to be Pikachu.
I can kind of see that, honestly.
I could too. Like they're trying to go with that whole thing with Hercules with like Phil.
Yeah, that or like Rocky. Like so, one of the two, or maybe both. It's like, come on, kid, you gotta take him out. Use Ultimate Muscle.
Factory, so I'm not sure if that plays a factor in it too.
Yeah, well, the point is that the 4Kids stuff, there's a lot of inaccuracies when it comes to characters' backgrounds, racial, ethnic backgrounds, and obviously some of the acting and the dialogue's obviously more, well, I don't know, it varies, because there's some lines that are clearly adult jokes slipped in, and then there's other lines which are clearly very dumbed down. And kind of annoying in some cases, because Eric Stuart was the voice director for, I think, the whole show, but even his performance doesn't sound good at all when he's voicing the narrators or Kinnikuman. Because he always, like, elongates his dialogue with almost every sentence he says. It just doesn't sound pleasant at all. So, instead of saying something exciting like, oh, Kid Muscle's gonna take the hit from Kevin Mask, they'll be like, oh, Kid Muscle's taking the hit from Kevin Mask. Like, so, I don't know what's with his performance there. It's like, what's going on, Eric? Come on, Eric. You can do better than this. I know you can. It'd be hilarious if he just goes for Kaiba in that section. Kid Muscle's taking down like a hit from Kevin Mask. Come on, kid, stand the fuck up. Beat the shit out of him.
Blue eyes, white dragon.
Come on, Kid Muscle. Use the power of the blue eyes. Unleash. Actually, I'm not sure if he actually has blue eyes. Like, his actual eyes are blue or not. I don't know.
I was always confused if it was blue eyes or blue ice.
Oh. Well, here's the thing. Even though he's called Blue Eyes White Dragon, the dragon, for the most part, is colored blue. He's never white, and with the exception of the movie. And certain screenshots, for the most part, he's blue. It's just like, should it be called the Blue Eyes Blue Dragon? He's not really white, so to speak, but anyways, because one of the more adult lines that came out was that It was in episode 2, I think. It's when Terry the Kid or Terry Canyon is like showing off in front of everybody, and then at some point Kid Muscle like, I wonder what that. I forget who mentions it, but someone like, because remember that Terry the Kid has a K on his forehead because he's the kid of Terry Man, and then Kid Muscles think, oh, the K must stand for like kiss, and then they cut him off, so the K must stand for kiss ass. So yeah, I don't know, because I probably need to explore the dub a bit more, but at the same time I kind of don't want to, because it's, well, admittedly no one back then was gonna know like all the inaccuracies, but when you become a Kinnikuman fan, you look back at that, it's like, yeah, that was a pretty bad dub.
Well, not only that, just with the power of the internet, 'cause back then kids really had no way of figuring out, like, oh yeah, this character is actually, he's not Scottish, he's British, or he's not Russian, he's Spanish.
Yeah, or Buffaloman. Yeah, Buffaloman, he's not a Russian, he's he's not Russian, he's a Spaniard. But yeah, there's a lot of inaccuracies with the dub itself and we gotta bring it up because that's currently the only way people could watch it, and unless you were to purchase the Ultimate Muscle manga volumes that are out of print, there's probably no way you can read it online unless there's a certain website that I don't know about, or some place you can download it from. I have no idea. But I don't. You would think right now like someone would just release it, but no one has. Or
it's weird because there's people that are like translating the newer chapters, but no one's like actually gone back and finished Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a bit of a like a blessing and a curse, I guess. It's like, yeah, we haven't done the second part, but because that same guy is also like redoing some of the chapters from the Scramble for the Throne along with the new stuff. Appreciate what I get with the newer volumes, but anyway, some historical significance. Ultimate Muscle, in case you didn't know, is actually the second part of the Kinnikuman series. Because in manga form, I consider Kinnikuman having 4 parts long. Because there was the original 80s run, and then there was Ultimate Muscle, and then Ultimate Muscle Tag, which is a time travel arc. So you get like the new characters with the old ones. Well, the original ones, I should say. And then there's the current Kinnikuman 2011, which is a sequel to the very first series, and it just continues the story. And it's still running today in 2017, so you're looking at a shonen series from 1979 to the present day of 2017 as of this recording.
Well, I ain't even sure if it's Shonen anymore, because it went to like the Weekly Playboy, I believe?
Yeah, Ultimate Muscle is Weekly Playboy, but the other two, I have no idea what they're... It was something called something News, which I found a little weird. So I have no idea which is strange because they're still under the Shueisha label because the volumes still have Shonen Jump on the title, even the new ones. So I don't know. No idea how this works.
Yeah, me neither. But Kinnikuman, man,
it's so epic that it's so epic I have to say man twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
3 times. Oh shit. Yeah. So this is one of the greatest shonen series ever. Well, I say greatest, but the original story was very wacky and inconsistent with its lore.
I mean, it became more of the greatest, more or less, for what it inspired. It did like do a lot of shonen, because a lot of people always like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball started this and that, and it's like, no, not really, not at all.
Yeah, then Kinnikuman still has like a lot of I wouldn't say references, but you can see like a lot of anime attacks or scenes that are from from modern stuff, and they're originally from Kinnikuman. Because even the whole like Raikage with Killer Bee when they kill Kisame, that's actually from the Kinnikuman with the tag team attack of Neptune Man and Big the Budo.
Alright, there's that, and then those random scenes in Toriko.
Yeah, a lot of that was Kinnikuman inspired. Because Kinnikuman's known for like being this really outrageous thing, so it's kind of incomprehensible at times, really.
Especially in the earlier chapters, because like if you're going into Kinnikuman, I will warn you that the earlier chapters are just more or less just pure comedy. Because again, it started off as like this sort of Ultraman parody, like the world's worst superhero that no one really respected, who was kind of a coward. But like it was supposed to be a story of him gaining courage, but once it did that, it evolved into like this superhero wrestling thing. Because again, we went from like Kinnikuman fighting off like giant monsters, kaiju, again, just like Ultraman. And then once we meet Terryman and everything, we learn that there's more superheroes. They're called Choujins. We get introduced to like the Choujin Olympics and all these other competitions. And then eventually the Forces of Satan.
Yeah.
And yes, it is Satan. And not just a random word they're using. That's not the name of the organization. It's legit demons and hell and shit like that.
Yeah. Because these Satan worshippers don't go down. I mean,
yeah, like you have characters that pray to Satan and gain power.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You know you're fighting the forces of evil when your main villains are all Satan worshippers.
Yeah, you got these Satan worshippers, you got these, like, dark sacrifices and shit like that.
Yeah, and the series just gets more violent as it gets older.
Yeah, like, I remember you were telling me the whole ending of Ultimate Muscle, like, that's, like, the craziest.
Yeah, it was the darkest shit ever has ever gone. It's like, they're fighting on top of a giant heart.
Yeah, like, didn't Kid Muscle have to climb up, like, a mountain of, like, dead Choujin bodies?
Yeah, there were some characters from the series that they knew. They were climbing their corpses, and then at one point, when he steps on one of their heads, the head fucking falls off and rolls down. I was like, oh shit, this is too much. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, and then, like, you have to reflect back and, like, oh yeah, humble origins, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so far none of the other stuff has been that dark. I mean, there was one moment in the Ultimate Muscle tag where the satanic spider like bites Kinnikuman. It was like a black widow, yeah, like a black widow that bites him, and then an hourglass is on his on his chest, which will make him die. And then the current Kinnikuman 2011, it's been more like godly, I guess, because you see like how the creation of all the Choujins from like a prehistoric age, and then basically it's what the Zama's arc of Dragon Ball Super tried to be.
No.
It's just done so much better. Kinnikuman somehow it's like, wow, you guys doing a better job. Congrats. So,
yeah,
but
the story in Kinnikuman is like for the most part like all over the place.
Yeah, most of it's just tournament arcs.
Yeah. And in fact, for a while, I think it was just like in the original, it was like tournament arc after tournament arc after tournament arc until finish.
Yeah, everything is just tournaments, because even Ultimate Muscle didn't start off with a tournament right away. There was matches, but the main tournament didn't... Actually, no, there was tournaments like from the beginning. But the thing is with Ultimate Muscle...
It's a series about wrestling, so you kind of need
Yeah. Well, the difference with Ultimate Muscle is towards the end is that... Because you see Kid Muscle lose, and then it sort of goes into this Ashtana Joe route where he's trying to like recover from his loss. So that's definitely one aspect you don't see in the original series, because the authors they even also mentioned Ashtana Joe, that they said that the Kevin Mass versus Kid Muscle fight, where they were trying to replicate something like that important, and they were tired out by the end of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, Kid Muscle goes to like this depression when he loses, and then he has to toughen himself up, and then he has to tag team with Kevin Mass for that final fight of the series. But yeah, so that is different from the first one. But the question is like, how would because I wish most of the third part was translated, because most of it I was just looking at raw chapters. So I'm just going with the flow with the imagery, and hopefully they speak for itself. Because I'm kind of curious where his character goes, like by the end of it. Like, does he become as great as his dad or not, or is it just like an untouchable thing? But then again, Kinnikuman in the new version is like very regressed a lot.
I remember you were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah, it feels like like the first arc Kinnikuman over again in terms of character, where he's just like a cowardly wuss, but everyone's out to get him, which is ironic, because like in the original series no one give a fuck about him, but in this one he's still a coward, but everyone else is like, no, we need to kill you, Kinnikuman, you're the problem. Like, oh shit, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, it's like Kinnikuman in the beginning, he was basically he was like the superhero no one wanted. Like, even when they had, like in Japan, when all the other superheroes were gone, they're like, oh yeah, Kinnikuman's around. I'm like, no. It's not used up. Let's get someone else.
Yeah, it's like no one wants him, and then people are just mean to him for no good reason either.
Yeah, like they just always call him like a smelly pig or something like that.
Yeah, it's like no one likes him. It's like he's just trying to do like an honest work.
And the thing is, in Kinnikuman, like, a lot of people are assholes. Like, for the longest time, it kind of felt like Kinnikuman was, like, the only non-asshole character in the series.
I don't know, his asshole trait started showing up during the tournament, like, with the first Olympics. Mostly because of the whole Terryman stuff, where, like, where he's just... Where he was just making that stuff up just to look cool with the, like, oh, Terryman, like, you can have my place in the tournament, but then it's not. Because I was actually looking back at those panels, and the way I was actually thinking, what is their transition into actual friendship? Because, in the manga, for that part of the story, like, it doesn't look like a friendship should have happened after he said that. Because, you know, right there, Terryman took a bullet for Kinnikuman. And then Kinnikuman was saying, like, oh, Terryman, you can have my place. And then Terry was going to show up later. You know what? I'm going to tell Kinnikuman how to beat Robin Mask. And then he overhears Kinnikuman saying that, let me look for the panel when I'm saying this. He's saying, like
trash talking character.
Yeah, and then but then Terryman, there's this panel where Terryman looks so mad. He says, I'm going to kill Kinnikuman. And that's where the chapter ends. In the next chapter, it looks like he's going to, but then it just kind of becomes like a bit of a gag. I'm thinking, I don't know, that wasn't like a good transition. Well, at least in the anime, he kind of like make a joke about it like pretty quickly. So I don't know. I was actually kind of curious, like, was their friendship like when did it actually click? Because I don't remember. Because I'm just thinking about like all the other times where like you see their.
That's a good point.
When did it happen? What, the American...
Anyways, when they were forming that team, like, when Kinnikuman discovers they have that prosthetic leg, Terryman wasn't really that happy to see him at first. So, like, he eventually joins up with him later, but still, it's just like, it doesn't seem like they'll be as close as Terryman really makes it out to be a lot of the time. Because, like, Terryman, throughout the series, constantly, like, goes out of his way to fucking sacrifice himself to Kinnikuman.
Yeah. I mean, the whole bullet thing happened twice. I mean, if you count the movie canon.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I mean, there's like literally later down the line, he comes back to life just to save Kinnikuman.
Yeah.
He dies, comes back to life, takes like a thunderbolt. I mean, your friendship cannot get any more hardcore than that. Like, that is like a god tier friendship, man.
I died for Kinnikuman. I live for Kinnikuman. You're my best friend.
I come back to life for Kinnikuman.
Because to me it's like a bit sad how in the Scramble for the Throne, Terryman doesn't really do much to help Kinnikuman afterwards. He just fights that King 100 Ton and that's it. That's all he does in that arc.
Yeah, because I'm reading through Scramble for the Throne and I keep on waiting for like Terryman to do more. But like...
No, Robin Mask is I think Robin is the only one that does the most out of everyone else in that arc.
Like, Robin and Ramen are, like, the only two that, I guess, did shit.
Yeah, the double R's.
And, like, Warsman tries. The thing with Warsman, though, is, like, Warsman, like, he had such a badass introduction, but then, like, I guess the series doesn't really shit on him, like, but he just doesn't do, like, much when compared to, like, how he was introduced.
Yeah.
So when he was introduced, man, he was, like, fucking menacing. Like, he just killed everyone, his, like, whole, his training, and then the whole purpose of his training got really fucked up. Again, leading back to the whole thing with characters in Kinnikuman just being assholes. Because almost all of Kinnikuman's friends, at one point or the other, were basically trying to kill him. Every single one of the so-called Justice Choujin were trying to kill Kinnikuman at some point. Except maybe, like, I don't know, Geronimo, I guess. I think Brocken. I don't think Kinnikuman really ever fought Brocken.
No, he wanted to kill someone else.
He wanted to kill...
well, at least his reason's more legitimate, because, I mean, like, you kill my father, therefore I'll kill you.
Yeah, see, like, that's fine, but, like, with Robin Mask, that whole situation, I still can't get over. Like, that is, like, the most extreme...
Yeah, I was actually getting confused between the canon of like the manga and the anime about Robin Mask's like motivation, because I was wondering like, is he really trying to kill Kinnikuman or not? I don't fucking know anymore. Because okay, maybe you might remind me of this because I wasn't sure if I was misremembering, but I want to say in the manga, was there a certain dialogue where Robin says, "I'll get you next time, Kinnikuman," or not? Because I don't know anymore. Because I was looking for it. I was looking for that during the Warsman fight. I just couldn't find it. So I'm not even sure anymore.
I don't remember anything like that. Because I know they went at each other like a good couple of times. Like first there was the Choujin Olympics, which like Robin Mask kind of goes crazy towards like near the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Which, like honestly, that scene scared me. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I thought you were supposed to be a gentleman. And then he just goes into this maniac mode. Is like cutting up Kinnikuman with his horn, I guess.
Yeah, we're just stabbing his back. Like.
Yeah, he's just like stabbing him, and everyone was like, "Whoa, Robin, you're supposed to be this gentleman. Why are you being so violent?" And then after that, we get that American tour or whatever, where they're fighting on top of that canyon.
Yeah, but I noticed one thing that makes it different is that he does push Kinnikuman out of the way when the plane crashes.
Yeah, so there was that moment.
But then
after that,
yeah.
And that like after that, that's what really fucks up that scene. Is when you which again leads back to Warsman. Because as it turns out, Warsman was trained under Robin Mask, who went under this like alias as what's his name, like Barracuda or whatever.
Yeah.
I think his name was Barracuda. He would like be training like Warsman, like okay, you gotta fight brutal, you gotta fight with like just like bloody, kill all your enemies. This that. Like one of the training sessions they had. Okay, and again, Robin Mask is supposed to be like a justice Choujin. He's supposed to be a hero. His training for Warsman consists of releasing these prisoners, and like have just Warsman like kill them. That's his training. And like I think there's just one prisoner that had like this sad backstory. It's like, oh, Warsman, don't kill me. And then like Barracuda's like whipping, like no, just like fucking end them.
Yeah, because
and then it turns out during the fight, it's like, oh, Kinnikuman, it was me all along. This is my plot to get revenge. This is my student.
Yeah, because I remember the anime, they definitely softened them up because I was comparing the two. Because to me, it was actually, this is something I actually bring up in the character video as well. Because except this part that I'm going to mention, because I was actually speculating, all of this would kind of make sense if Robin Mask knew about the Devil Choujin. Because in the anime, at least, Robin Mask was kind of like hoping Kinnikuman would. It seemed to imply that he was testing Kinnikuman with Warsman in here. So it would make sense if he was doing this just to, like, you need to be prepared for when the Devil Choujin show up. Like, if you knew about it.
Right.
Yeah, because Ramenman definitely did somehow.
Yeah, Ramenman just knows everything because of, like the 4,000 years of Chinese history.
Yeah, that and because of that whole Dr. Bombay encounter when he became Mongolman, so. Because he seemed to know about everything. Like, he knows about that, and then. Well, then again, Kamehame knew about, like, what Ashuraman was doing as well. Somehow. About the whole, he's stealing their friendship, Kinnikuman.
Yeah, that's something we're definitely going to have to go in more depth on.
Yeah, well, anyways, here's the panels. Like, okay, so that's the other chapter when Terryman finds out about Kinnikuman. The chapter ends, but then the next chapter, you see this big panel, and I'm thinking, like, holy shit, he definitely wants to kill him.
I know.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna kill Kinnikuman. I'm like, holy shit. But then it just quickly comes into slap. So I guess it's goofy, but to me at the same time, it looks like that's why I wish I could just talk to some manga authors about some panels, because I'm kind of wondering, was there an intention to make Terryman like literally want to kill Kinnikuman at one point, or did they just change their mind? Because to me, that's something I also want to bring up with Robin Mask, and I mentioned this in the video, is that I was wondering, was Robin Mask supposed to stay dead, like after the American tour, or retire after the Warsman fight? Because like the whole Barracuda stuff is like kind of makes me wonder, was that a last second change, or did they plan it from the very, very beginning that it was gonna be Robin Mask?
Yeah, because like some reveals like in the series, like I just kind of like always like, was this the original plan, or did this change? Like,
yeah, because especially with someone like Ramenman, where he was clearly like he was done for with Warsman, but then a spin-off later.
Yeah, and then they bring him back. He had like the most badass comeback ever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Because then there's also some panels that I noticed that's only in the manga that Terryman looked like he was kind of be like a dark character, especially when you look at panels like this one when he fights Robin Mask when he gets shot in the leg, like Devil Terryman, and then because I'm actually curious if Yuteta Mago, do they really plan a lot of things in advance, or do they somehow just get lucky going with the flow with stuff? Because let's look back with Terryman. Okay, remember what happened in this arc, that he took the bullet for Kinnikuman, and that's why he couldn't proceed.
Right.
Okay, what happened in the next arc with the Warsman, with the other Olympics?
Oh yeah. Wait, wasn't he fighting? Oh wait, no, that was during that fight. He starts fighting dirty and all that.
Yeah. Like I was talking about, like during like the other Olympics where the whole the train preliminaries.
Oh yeah, when he like sacrifices his chances of winning to save the dog or something.
Yeah. And then it kind of comes full circle during the Dream Tag, where, even though Ashuraman's still in friendship, is that Terryman is like kind of resentful about Kinnikuman. I done some sacrifices, like, where's my reward? So that's what I'm wondering. Did you thought this out to make Terryman like this like potential opponent for Kinnikuman because of those previous events?
Yeah, see, like I've always wondered about that myself, because like I'm not sure, like, because with Utah Mago, it doesn't really seem like they've ever really encountered like an editor or anything like that. Like, honestly, I think an editor will like shut down Kinnikuman way before. But like, there's a lot of like retcons throughout Kinnikuman. Like, a lot of characters should have been dead. They don't end up dead. Or just like character motivations change. Like, again, like all the Justice Choujin, like Terryman kind of started off as a villain. Ramenman definitely started off as a villain.
Ramenman's scary in the beginning.
Ramenman's terrifying. I mean, he tears a dude apart in half on like, I mean, it's not on television, it's broadcasted through the radio. But people are listening to this live. People are watching this live. And you just got this dude that just tears someone apart. And like later on they try adjusting it, like, oh yeah, when I fight with all my, I give it my all. But like, you're a superhero though, you're supposed to be like a role model for kids.
Yeah. Because a lot of the...
And like...
Because I'm trying to look for a fucking picture, because Ramenman's faces are just like fucking terrifying in the...
Yeah, I know in the beginning, like, he had like a really nasty face.
Yeah, here it is.
Facial...
Yeah, because like you see it in the anime as well, because his design like really changes, because they make him look like this ugly guy, especially with his teeth, especially like in this panel. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's like, I'm hoping if they do like a remake, like, you know how like in a lot of animes they do those like really extremely close-up detailed shots? Like, I hope they do that with Rockman's face.
Well, I don't know, like, to me, like, doing a Kinnikuman reboot would be kind of interesting, because, I mean, there's so much stuff that they could maybe fix, but at the same time, or maybe at least make it smoother, because you can't take away Ramenman being a bad guy in the beginning. You need to leave him like that. Because otherwise, where does this whole repentance come from, like in later storylines, like with Brocken Jr. and then even the current Kinnikuman? Actually, Robin Mask, they might make him a little more meaner, or more cocky if they make a reboot, because of like what he confessed during the 2011 stuff, that he was like a very conceited hero during those days, and then Kinnikuman changed his life for the better and worse.
Yeah, Kinnikuman basically changed everyone, because like Terryman was just a hero who was only in it for the money and fame, and then Kinnikuman was just like, no man, you gotta care for people. That's what a real hero is.
I don't know, Kinnikuman changes everybody. It's like, you fight with him, you become a good guy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Ashuraman was a good guy for a while, wasn't
he? Yeah, for a while.
For a while, yeah.
But the Ultimate also comes along, it's like, well, honestly, they give him like this really I'm just gonna spill it here, because I don't think I ever given the opportunity about his fucked up backstory. Okay, so here's what you get with Ashuraman and Ultimate Muscle. Because by this point, at some point in the story, he's married and he has a son. But the thing is, he's a Justice Choujin when all this shit happens. But the thing is, his son finds out that his dad was like a devil Choujin at one point, and he starts like killing animals like in secret.
Oh shit.
Yeah, then when he finds out about it, he ends up killing the mom.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and then Ashuraman, like, he has to take his own son's life, but as he does it, like, he just sees his son's dead face, and that fucks him up forever. And that's why he leaves the Justice Choujin just by himself. Yeah, that's why Ultimate Muscle the ending. It's just so fucked up on so many levels. It's like it's bad enough with the scenery, but then when you find out Ashuraman, it's like this, like oh shit. That's why I'm kind of curious if Neptune Man has some other story going with him in the Ultimate Muscle tag, but I will never know until someone releases more chapters or stuff. So yeah, Ashuraman ends up meeting Satan again. Satan gives him this gem so he could turn into younger again, and that's how you can fight on par with everybody. And he's actually more powerful in this version than anywhere else. Because he creates this new buster called like the Perfect Ashura Buster, which is it's 100% inescapable. Like, you have to take the hit. There is no way to get. I don't remember if there was a way to break out of it or not, because I remember when he's fighting Kid Muscle, Kinnikuman's there, like in the sidelines, looking like as normal as he can be, and he doesn't look awful compared to the other designs. So it's like he looks better. He looks better. He's in the costume with the cape and all that. And to me, like the most shocking moment, that the only reason why they won is because when Kid Muscle's like gonna take the buster, Kinnikuman's looking at him and Kid is saying his dad like, "Dad, I'm scared," and then that just gives him like this PTSD to Ashuraman at that moment. It's like, oh fuck, I'm getting flashbacks of my son that I murdered, and then he lets go of the hold and he loses the fight because of that. Yeah, and then by the end of it, Ashuraman is like just leaves with sunshine, and then you don't see him, like what happened to them. So it's like, ah shit. Holy fuck, that was dark. That might be even darker than Devilman, actually.
That's a pretty fucked up backstory, man. Jeez, I didn't even know that,
yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, like, I would have to take photos with my phone, and my only problem is that it's kind of difficult doing that, because scanning the book doesn't work too well because the book is too small. Well, the only way I could do it properly if I were to tear the book apart and put the pages one by one, but, I don't want to do that. Yeah, unless I had, like, copies or duplicates, but I don't. But
plus, like, aren't those, like, some of those volumes, like, pretty rare nowadays?
Yeah, so I don't like the idea of tearing it up. Unless someone has some, like, digital raw somewhere, then I could probably use that and show the footage that way, but I don't know. But, yeah, the final arc Ultimate Muscle is kind of like, I don't know, I think the problem with Ultimate Muscle, like, I know I'm jumping, like, really ahead, but the problem with Ultimate Muscle is really all the other characters. None of the new characters are that interesting compared to the first original cast.
I see.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely less bad guys turning into good guys in Muscle compared to the original Kinnikuman. Because, I mean, like, let me think. Who else was there? Buffaloman, I mean, shit. That's one. Like, I every day I pray to Satan.
Everyone goes on to features, like, young heroes and training.
Yeah, just like, Buffaloman. From Satan worshiper to teacher. Fuck yeah.
Doesn't he go back to being a Satan worshiper later?
Well, so he is, but I don't think he's a bad guy so far. He hasn't done anything bad. Like,
besides praying to Satan.
Well, he hasn't prayed for them. Like, so far he hasn't prayed, but he's just on the bad guy team. But so far, it looks like a lesser of two evils because the man, strung the Budo. He Akuma Shogun, since he was trained under him. And they're pretty much saying that you're not the person I respected back then. No, that's the reason why no one calls you the Choujin anymore. Everyone they don't even want to call you the man because they don't want to acknowledge you as like this corrupt individual. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why the Devils and the Justice are teaming up right now against the Perfects. Yeah, because the Perfects are like they're super elitist. It's the best way to put it. It's like, no, we were God's chosen survivors of Choujin. None of you guys should exist. You all need to just die because you're all evil. What about you guys? Like, you want to kill everyone but yourselves. And I guess the human. Well, then again, even with the humans, they're kind of racist towards humans. Also, it's like, oh, you lowly humans don't know the true history of this world. That we perfects did everything. Like, oh, fuckers.
There's something I always wonder about Kinnikuman heroes, because besides the beginning, when they're fighting off monsters and kaiju and whatnot, like the Choujins are looked at as superheroes, but all they do is just fight amongst each other. Like they're not really going around saving the day.
Yeah, that's why the kaiju element should probably stay, just to reinforce that, that they do heroic things. Besides
see,
just...
like, I don't know, maybe devil children, like, hurting people or
Yeah.
something, or, like...
It's kind of weird, because if you look at the Ultimate Muscle manga for the beginning of Volume 1, they keep mentioning that the devil children have attacked civilians, and you see, like, a lot of gruesome imagery of them, like, eating them or cutting them in half. Or, pretty gruesome stuff, but you never actually see that within the actual shows. You never see them fight, like, attack civilians. Or the only time I could think of where they took people hostage was during Kinnikuman Soldier's first appearance, when the guy kidnaps his kid and, breaks into their house, and then Soldier shows up to save the day. That's, like, the only time that happens.
Yeah, that's true. That scene. But, yeah, it's just, like, it's a superhero wrestling series, but, like, they don't really do that much heroing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, except when it's among themselves, just a friendship thing with each other.
Maybe we should talk about the whole friendship thing, because it's probably one of the biggest elements of Kinnikuman.
Yeah, friendship power and new friendship power and...
Burning friendship power,
I want to say there was a devil friendship power during Ashuraman and Sunshine, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, God,
I want to say there was something like that. Because I do remember talking to Dark Joker, like, a couple years back. He did mention that there was, like, angry power at one point, and then there was, I think, devil angry power. I don't even know anymore, but they were just like, come on, just what is this power-ups, guys? Calm down.
Angry power.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my angry power.
Yeah, but friendship power, like, it triumphs over everything.
Yeah,
like, it can even make rainbows. You punch two guys in the head, rainbows come out.
Yeah, with that, you can also bring people back to life with your tears. They'll turn into rain clouds. They'll rain down on your deceased friend and will come back to life.
Or like some of the strangest cases where, even when you're dead, you can still somehow save your friend with friendship power.
Yeah, with friendship power, man, you can practically do anything.
Yeah, I mean, like when Terryman lost his arms by Ashuraman, like, help me, Buffaloman! Buffaloman's corpse rises from the grave, and he just gives his arms to Terryman. Like, what? What? The fuck is that?
Yeah. Just his arms. Just his arms, like, off of his body.
I mean, the corpse was fucking beheaded. Like, what the fuck happened?
And then, of course, you got, like, probably one of the greatest villain things ever done in Shonen, which is stealing characters' friendship and putting it in a tiny box.
Yeah. Via voodoo dolls, but I don't know, I would have been fine without the voodoo dolls, honestly. I mean, well, to be honest, they don't introduce the dolls until, like, way later in the arc. But, so the most part was just, like, they put it in a box. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, what? Like, they took their friendship and put it in a box. And now they're not friends and they're hating each other and they're fighting with each other and they don't have friendship power.
Ashuraman, the most broken villain ever.
That's the most dastardly scheme I've ever seen in the Shonen series. I mean, if you really think about it, what's the most important thing in Shonen? Friendship. And these two motherfuckers took it and put it in a box. I mean, tell me someone else has done anything, like, no other Shonen.
No one can steal. Only Ashuraman can steal friendship.
Yeah.
Well, then again, even Akuma Shogun, like, his very existence with the theft of the golden mask, that put superheroes on the extinct list. Everyone could have died. Everyone. There would have been no more heroes. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Satan doesn't fuck around. I'm gonna steal your friendship and I'm gonna kill all your heroes. There is no hope for you.
Yeah, Akuma Shogun's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and then they elaborate more with the satanic elements in Ultimate Muscle, because they mentioned that a bunch of, like, historical like monuments were originally like grounds for devil Choujin, because apparently, like, many years ago, the devils and the Justice Choujin fought in many wars, and in some occasions the devils won, and they would, like, keep the Justice Choujin as slaves and kill them. Like, there's even, like, a building that's made out of their corpses.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so just, like, so much fucked up shit in Ultimate Muscle. I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, I don't know why that jump to Playboy just really, like, let's do what the fuck we want. Let's go excessive with our violence.
So, like, with Kinnikuman, it has, like, the spectrum of just really goofy and dumb to, like, extremely horrifying and, like, nightmarish. and like.
I mean, Devilman would have fit in.
Honestly, yeah, you could have put in the 70s Devilman.
Yeah, the Toei Devilman. Just put him in there. He would have blended well. Like, I don't know. I still feel that.
Could have been the Choujin himself.
Yeah, I feel that was a missed fucking crossover opportunity because they could easily show Devilman, and then Kinnikuman would be like, "Oh, he must be a Devil Choujin," and then the Devil Choujin would be like, "Join us, Devilman," and then Devilman says, "No," like, how dare you? But you're a Devil Choujin. Like, my body may be a devil, but I have the heart of justice. I'm a justice Choujin.
Yeah, and then like it could be like the Mazinga crossover where like Devilman flies away and it's just like Meats and like Terryman is looking at the sky. And Meats like, I'm gonna miss Devilman, and then Terryman will be like, don't worry, Meats, he'll live on in our hearts.
Devilman, he's a hero for justice. He uses the powers of the Devil Choujin for justice. Or maybe he convinces all the Devil Choujin to switch sides for justice. I don't know, Devilman could have been like the... Yeah, honestly, that would have been a good idea, because Devilman would be like the outsider for both. It's like, he's both a devil and a justice Choujin. He's Devilman!
Yeah, because when you think about Devilman, like, I guess if you put it in Kinnikuman terms, like, he has the body of a Devil Choujin, but I guess more like the mentality and spirit of a Justice Choujin.
Yeah, so like, well, at the end of the day, you can kind of say the same for like Buffaloman, and I guess so he's the only one that stayed the most as a hero.
Yeah, Buffaloman, like, I mean, his whole backstory is that he was a hero, he was kind of weak, so he prayed to Satan to gain power. That's how he became a Devil Choujin.
Yeah,
so
then
I feel like he had like scars on his back.
Yeah, like every time he kills somebody, a scar would be made, and every kill gives him like an extra 1,000 or some. I don't know how many power levels, but the point is, they made him like have 10 million power.
Yeah. So I mean, just think about that, and then to beat him, he turns into a good guy. But you know, like those things don't really wash away like that. it's not that easy. I mean, like if you look at all those scars on his back, I mean, his back is pretty full of scars.
Yeah, he's covered in them. It's like he has more than 7 scars.
And doesn't like Kevin Mask kind of do something like that later down the line?
Yeah, well, to be honest, Kevin Mask, they never really like forgive him too much. They just sort of like accept him with open arms. Like, come on guys. He's like, Kevin Mask has killed humans. You know, that's kind of worse.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, because I know for sure he's killed some humans on screen, but I think he killed like a total of 6 people. I'm not sure. Because it's not a big number. It's like less than 10. Because you can see the things on his back tattoo. But I don't know, unless he becomes more heroic in the Ultimate Muscle tag. But I kind of doubt it. I don't know. Because like for the most part, Kevin Mask is just an asshole in the in Ultimate Muscle. He's not really redeemable. Not too much. It's not as yeah, no, it's not as bad as Sasuke, like, you know, that's too, like, you know, that horrendous, but it's definitely, like, you know, they should have, like, the crimes he has done is about the same levels as the other Justice Choujin, but no one really brings it up.
Yeah.
They don't bring up, like, oh, you killed some, you know, humans and Justice Choujin, Kevin Mask, what are you gonna do? You sided with evil?
I was gonna say, maybe killing the humans might be crossing the line, like, at least Justice Choujin, they have, like, they can't defend themselves, but, like, humans, like, as a Shonen Kinnikuman, like, I don't know, I guess maybe the exception of Geronimo before he fully turned into a Choujin. I mean, they're not really shown to be strong. There aren't that many human fighters in that world. So, killing them is like, you know, that should be some kind of offense.
Yeah, I mean, like, because to me it was also weird, because I don't know if Yuta Tamago realized what they were doing, because even during the, Hercules Factory exams, they kind of imply that a lot of the students died during the exams. I'm like, what the hell? And then to make matters worse, during the Olympics, when they had like a 3-legged race where the Choujin had to team up with a human, like a lot of the people, there were casualties there. Choujins killed each other, and I'm pretty sure some humans got some fatal injuries there also. There was so much blood in that fucking race.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, it's shown throughout the series that there is quite, sort of like a cancel for the Justice Choujin. Like, they have laws and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's weird. And also, like, they weren't really... I think they got overboard with the whole Playboy rights, because a lot of the Justice Choujin in the tournament, they were really out to kill each other. And while before, people made a big deal with Ramenman, so when Ramenman and Warsman were doing those things. But here, like, no one brings it up.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing with Kinnikuman. It's really hard because you're an outsider going in. It's such a weird series. It's almost hard to recommend at that point, and even then to get like the full Kinnikuman experience, it's kind of like you gotta watch the anime and read the manga.
Yeah, it's a challenge in itself. You could just like read as long as you read the original manga, you can follow along with just about, I guess anything.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but like, to get the whole full experience of it all.
Yeah, because
slight adjustments to the story.
Yeah, especially when it's like, as long as it is, and not much of it is like available online or in legal format in any way. So. Oof.
Yeah, and then you got all those instances because nowadays the way Shonen are. People really can't handle inconsistencies or retcons and all that. Like, Kinnikuman does that, like, every other fucking arc.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing with them being able to turn to giants and fly.
Yeah,
like,
it
that
just vanishes.
So off and on throughout the whole series.
Yeah,
just like...
the giants thing has stopped. Like, I haven't seen the giant being... The only time I've seen the giant being brought up ever again is in Kinnikuman Movie 7 with King Kotsuman turning into a giant. Like, for, like, one fight scene. But the flying, it still happens in even the 2011 series, because there was that one panel, I saw them all fly. Oh. What?
But it's weird, because, like, in some matches, you're like, oh no, he's going to fall down a great height, what will he do? He can't do anything to defend himself. It's like, well, why not fly?
Yeah, that's
the annoying. Like, his flying turned off when they fight.
It's like the wrestling ring is their kryptonite, everything reduces them to normal people.
I guess. I don't know.
The wrestling ring is the most powerful thing in the Kinnikuman universe.
It's weird. But, the scenarios in Kinnikuman are always crazy. But, I mean, I would say starting getting yourself into it could be quite jarring. Because I remember, before you got into it and everything, like, I just came across Kinnikuman one day. I kind of heard some good things about it, so I decided to go in. Like, I read 5 chapters of it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And like, I kind of like put it on hold. I didn't completely drop it because like I knew it was like really long running series. But I just put it on hold because I'm like I don't know what I was getting myself into. But then you started getting into it. You're telling me more and more about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll give this one another shot. And then like after working my way through it, I'm like, oh okay, now I'm starting to see the appeal of it. But it's definitely not a series you go into for like a consistent story or stuff people normally, I guess, go to for shonens, I guess. I'm not too sure.
Well, I don't know, because, I mean, if you could get past all the technical stuff out of it, or, how it goes from a goofy comedy to a full-blown battle series, that it's their friendship, really, that makes every character awesome.
Yeah, see, like, that's the thing, because I was thinking about the other day, like, I always, like, for other shonen series, like, let's say, Fairy Tail, people... including myself, always give that series shit for their friendship, yet with Kinnikuman, like, there's no problem. And, like, I think Kinnikuman is probably the worst defender of friendship power than Fairy Tail. But the difference between the two is, with Kinnikuman, Kinnikuman never really took itself that seriously. It was always kind of like, even when it does take itself seriously, it's, like, always in a really goofy, over-the-top way. Whereas with Fairy Tail, they try having logic, and it gets somewhat serious, So, like, when you do these friendship power-ups, like, okay, now I just feel like an asshole. And also, with Kinnikuman, the Justice Choujin is, like, it's continuously explained throughout the entire series. Like, they're, like, in their bodies, like, there's, like, friendship is a part of them. Friendship energy is something they can give to one another to power themselves up. Whereas, like, with other shonen series, it's just, like, friendship power just comes out of nowhere. Whereas Kinnikuman, it's, like, it's a legit source of power, Which I don't think any other series has ever done, and I think if they actually did do that, it'd probably cover up those tracks of it being bullshit.
Yeah, because I mean, like one of the scenes that come to mind was when Kinnikuman almost died by Snegator, that Rikishi man just stabs his chest and pulls out his friendship energy and throws it to Kinnikuman.
So again, it's part of their biology, so it's not entirely bullshit because it's been established that yes, Justice Choujin do indeed have friendship power. That is a part of this universe. It's not some bullshit thing the writer just decided to pull off last minute to shove down some like ideals. No, like it's a legit source of energy.
Yeah, well, then again, by the time if you read to that point, you probably already experienced so much crazy shit and just accepted it.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you go into the double Choujin thing, I remember I was telling Hiro the whole thing. Like, my experience, I was reading through it, because it was kind of marathoning through it at the time, and like, and Kinnikuman just keeps on escalating and escalating to the point where, like, okay, I think I've seen it all. You can't top a Snegator, you know, an alligator mixed with a sneaker that has all these crazy powers. But then you see Planetman, and then you see Buffaloman, and then you get the Akuma Shogun, and then you get, it just keeps on escalating. It's like, when are you going to stop? Like, I need a break, I need to breathe. And it doesn't. It just keeps on going. Then you get mountains. You get Prism Man, who has his like Justice Choujin killing beams.
That's a rainbow.
Yeah, it's a rainbow. I forgot, was it the Calipina beam or?
Yeah, the capillary rays. They actually referenced that in the 2011 series as that. That's what they used to kill all the Justice Choujin all the Choujin on Earth.
Yeah, so there's that, and then what other crazy shit? Even like some of the arenas are pretty weird. Like, I mean, there's basically a time in Kinnikuman where they're fighting inside Warsman. It was like a Russian cyborg.
Yeah. Like they
didn't think about this. You got superhero wrestlers fighting the forces of Satan inside a Russian cyborg to save the world.
Yeah, they shrunk down in size and all that.
I forgot, did they shrink themselves down, or did someone shrink them for them?
I remember the anime, there was a tunnel, but I think the Devil Choujin made that tunnel for them, and they were saying like, no, it's a trap, and then they just jumped in, so I want to say the manga did the same thing.
Okay.
I want to say, but then it's kind of weird how they get out, because the Warsman had to like shed manly tears of friendship to get them outside.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if it was kind of like that JoJo thing in part 3, where like, oh yeah, the stands could like grow smaller. Well, I was like, why hasn't that done ever like before or since?
Yeah. Well, in Kinnikuman, there was something similar to that, like back in his fight with Buffaloman, that they mentioned that you could decrease your Choujin power level, but the more you decrease it, you could turn invisible. Yeah, it's like very brief. That it's pretty easy to forget that actually happened.
You know, with Kinnikuman, I think Justice Choujin, they need like that kind of like, you know, in Doro, there's that one page where they're explaining the whole biology to devils. I think there needs to be the same thing for just the Justice Choujin. Like, over here they have where they show their friendship. Over here, you know, if they decrease something, their skin turns invisible. Over here, you know, their tear sacs. In their tears, they have these like secret power stores where if they cry enough tears, they can revive their friends.
Here's where they store their anger energy in their brain. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, here's where the burning, what was it called? Burning fire?
Burning inner strength.
Yeah, burning inner strength. That's where they pull their burning inner strength from. It's just like, holy shit. This is where they push out their farts. You know.
When things get serious.
Yeah, you know, shit hits the fan. You have to push your farts, man.
No. Oh, actually, speaking of biology, like, I don't know whether to take this seriously or not. Because I want to... Because there was one panel during the Brocken Jr. thing with Ramenman that they give, like, a CAT scan on Ramenman's head. And I saw something which I'm not sure to take it seriously as canon or not.
I want to say, I think I remember this. I'm not too sure. What was it?
No, it's from the new one. That's what I mean. It's from the... Hold on, let me see if I can...
Okay.
Where the fuck did I put that? Yeah, because in this panel, it shows that Ramenman doesn't have a brain.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says, that the Ramenman doesn't have a brain. I'm like, what do you mean he doesn't have a brain? And this is a fight during... Yeah, this is a fight during Brocken Jr., though. So it's not Warsman that he fought with.
So, like, how does he think?
I don't know, or they're saying that Choujin don't have brains?
It sounds like a racial thing. Oh, you trying to say us Choujin don't have brains?
Yeah, because you see the top panel, and then a flash of light happens, and then the CAT scan explodes. So, I don't know, maybe they have something else. I guess. I don't fucking know.
It's an invisible brain powered by friendship.
But then you never know, because he needs to have a brain, otherwise how does he get, like, you know, paralyzed a bit with a wheelchair with Warsman, but...
Yeah, because he had brain damage, supposedly.
Yeah, so, I don't know how does that work, and then, But you never know. They might just retcon this. So that's why I was kind of wondering. I don't know whether you're supposed to take this seriously or not. Because of the whole, like, he doesn't have a brain. Huh? Where does his eyes go? But I don't know. Or unless that whole black spot is the brain. Like, Justice Choujin have bigger brains than people. I don't know, fucking know. Like, that was their one. Remember this answers your question, fucking. That was their one attempt at Choujin biology, and it's like, it just can't be done.
Can do it. Like, not even you, Toriko, can think of it.
I mean, now that I think about it, it's kind of similar with Man, where they mention, like, where does all the children you flush down go? And not even the author knows what happens to them.
Hey, speaking of that, you have characters like Black Hole, whose face is like a fucking black hole.
Yeah, where is his brain? Where is his eye?
How does he eat? Does he just shove things down his black hole? And if that's how he eats, does that mean he eats Choujin?
But then you get also those, like, building, like, this is one Choujin called Skyscraper, or I forgot his actual name. But even when you hurt him, he actually bleeds. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then, like, Teapackman, what the fuck is he? Like, they said that the tea was, like, his actual, like, brain juice or some shit. And Warsman...
Yeah, Warsman just drinks it. Pinkies up. And then what exactly is the Teapack? Because, like, it's a part of his body, but he takes it out as a weapon, so, like, that's kind of a gamble. What if that's his brain? He's basically whipping out his brain, smacking people with it. And what if he drops it? Does he just, like, drop dead?
Oh, God.
How strong is his head? It's a teacup. I mean, like, is it stronger than your average teacup? Or does, like, he literally have a glass jaw? It's like,
and then you get Warsman with his whole Warsman Begins story that he was born a robot Choujin. Wait, so when his mom had sex with his cyborg husband, she had birth to...
Maybe, like, her vagina was like a little mini factory?
Oh my God,
So it's like putting it apart.
Oh no.
It's like, don't worry, honey, we'll have this kid, like, one day. It's like the factory needs to process it all.
Oh no.
You just hear sounds coming from there.
Power drill.
Like a bunch of steam comes out of there, like a little ding comes out. Okay, it's done.
Ding. Why couldn't it be like robots? Where it's just like order for a baby and assembly required?
That was like probably the most interesting. Like that was like probably the only thing I remember from that movie. Like that this whole aspect of it.
Childbirth.
Like we're in a robot ghetto. Just get like scrap metal.
Oh no. I don't know. Choujin biology is just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
there is no logic. Kinnikuman has no logic, but its own.
It doesn't have normal logic. It has its own logic, which it continuously breaks to make new logic.
Our friendship knows no bounds.
That's all you need to know when it comes to Kinnikuman and logic is just like friendship. Like, oh, why? It's kind of like Getter Robo in a sense. It's like, why did this happen? Oh, because of friendship, or in Getter Robo's case, Getter Beams, Getter Rays.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like, oh, why did this happen? You know why. Don't even question it.
Yeah, because nothing really makes sense. Because, like, to me, I mean, I guess that's part of the fun, is that it's always surprises you constantly. It's like, I mean, you to the manga must be aware of the shit they come up with. I mean, it's not normal.
I mean, even the name doesn't make sense, because supposedly it's like, it's either a snack or a fart. or something like that. It's like, I don't know, that duo, I don't know what goes on in their heads.
Yeah, we are one. Power of onions, power of farts, wonder mangakas unite.
Garlic and shit like that.
Friendship power. I mean, yeah, they have been friends for like, for I don't know how long.
I know, they haven't really fallen out or anything like that.
Yeah, and they stick together for everything. Like, they are, you Teapackman.
Gather
the true friendship power. And then,
yeah, because think about it, man. Since the 80s, it's not like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a break in between each series, but still.
Yeah, because to me, one of the most strangest things is when Mongolman's fighting Neptune Man and Brocken Jr. is saying, like, come on, Warsman, you need to save them, but Warsman's dead. And then, like, but then his mask just somehow opens from the ceiling, and then a bear claw just comes out of nowhere. It's like, there is no way that would have been in there. and then it just somehow saves Mongolman too. It's like it's like this super heroic moment, but I'm like, what the fuck did that happen? It makes no sense.
Yeah, just I don't know. Nothing in the series really makes any damn sense.
Yeah, like when
I mean, like there's so many moments like that where like Choujins are just randomly rescued through some weird friendship bullshit. I mean, so many times where it's just like, oh, we gotta help Kinnikuman, so like let's use our Choujin spirits to go into this mirror world and save him.
yeah, and fight the ghosts.
Yeah, and fight the ghosts of like the other devil Choujin, shit like that.
Yeah, it's like everything that could fucking happen happens in that show. I mean, like even Ultimate Muscle manga, you don't see this in anime. I mean, Kid Muscle takes a shit on fucking wash ass that toilet Choujin.
That reminds me of something. It's probably one of the most memorable scenes and horrifying scenes of Kinnikuman to me personally. Pretty sure Hiro already knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know, but where's this going?
Oh, okay, there's this one scene in the original Kinnikuman towards the beginning.
Yeah, now I know.
Yeah. Where, like, Kinnikuman gets his first proper victory. He's, like, so happy. He's like, and you feel good for him at first. He's like, yeah, he acts, because, like, at this point, Kinnikuman's just, like, he's really the hero to root for, because, like, everyone constantly shits on him, but he's probably, like, the best hero around at the time. So he gets his first victory, all happy, but he gets so happy, he pulls out his, like, little Speedo or whatever, takes a giant, and he's in giant form, mind you, okay? So he's in giant form still, pisses on a building, and then takes a shit on another building, and then starts dancing away, okay? And, like, again, he shits on a building, he takes a giant shit on a building, there are people living in that building, they're probably dead, and they got the most shittiest stuff imaginable. And he just dances off the way like nothing happened. And like, yeah, and that's how the chapter ends. I've yet to see any other moment of Kinnikuman that has truly blown me away that hard.
To me, one of the ones that it's from 2011 series where Black Hole just transforms into Pentagon, and it's like, what the fuck happened?
Oh yeah, I remember you were telling me about that. Like, they're cousins, aren't they, or something like that?
Yeah, they're cousins, but like, to me, I wouldn't believe if he summoned Pentagon from his hole, and well, that would be strange in itself, regardless. But you see him transform.
That would make more sense, at least.
Yeah, I don't know if he turned himself inside out, or if he somehow like swapped places with Pentagon or not, but he just transformed into it, and it's just like, what? Explain, please.
Yeah, that's weird considering they're cousins. It's like, oh yeah, if I rip open my face, my cousin's face is gonna be fine.
Yeah, to me, it's sort of like if Goku transformed into Gohan, or vice versa. It's like, what? What kind of transformation is that?
The weirdest shit.
I mean, it's not like Power Rangers, like the I don't remember what the Japanese version is called, but it's not like the Mega Force series where they could just get the powers of the other Ranger by swapping forms. No, it's like they're literally turning into a different character. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's just.
I don't know. It's like I can't help but think of other examples trying to see it. Like it's like instead of Goku turning to Super Saiyan Blue, he just turns into Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue. It's like, what? It doesn't make any sense. Or if Frieza's final form, he just turns into Perfect Cell. Yeah, or vice versa. I don't know. It's just like, what? It doesn't make any sense. It's like...
Jotaro transforms into Jonathan.
Yeah.
That's how the final fight happens.
I don't know. Kinnikuman's just all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole podcast, really.
Yeah, but it's good. Believe us, it's good.
It's good. Yeah, no, it's good. Again, like, going back, I mentioned it earlier, but it is, like, one of the most influential shonens out there. I mean, like, I know Oda is constantly saying that, like, Dragon Ball is his biggest influence, and this, that, the other. But, like, after you read Kinnikuman, or you go back and read One Piece, like, there's way more in common with those two than One Piece and Dragon Ball. And, like, I think, you linked me a while back to, like, this, thing with Shimabukuro. He was talking about his friendship with Oda.
Yeah.
And, like, all of, like, Oda's early drawings were, like, all Kinnikuman related.
Yeah, they're all Kinnikuman characters. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and, like, with One Piece's crazy character designs, and then, again, this is a little known fact, but that background character that always appears in One Piece, Panda Man, actually appeared in Kinnikuman as, like, one of those character...
yeah, fan submissions.
So, I mean, there you go. And then, like, it doesn't just stop at One Piece. I mean, supposedly the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist was inspired by Kinnikuman.
Yeah, I can actually see that with the comedy, but I guess Armstrong's like all the manly characters by default. Like, I would believe even like the Chimeras or the team up with them. I guess they could be the. There are some similarities because the Chimeras could be the like the Choujin stuff, but the whole like satanic elements of Kinnikuman is definitely in the homunculi. I mean,
and then I'm pretty sure everyone could guess, like, obviously Hiro Mashimo learned a thing or two about friendship from Utamago. Maybe not
he did admit to
the greatest
that.
extent.
Yeah.
And then, and even Shimabukuro with, like, Toriko and all that. There's a good amount of...
Yeah, he said that a lot of his humor came from watching the Kinnikuman anime.
Yeah. And then, like, not only that, like, Kinnikuman was, like, one of the earlier series. I'm not sure if it's the first, because there's still, Rini Kakeru, I think.
Yeah, because
was it Rini Kakeru?
that's the other one that had like the shonen spirits like back in the 70s. So
right. See, those two back in the day. I mean, there was the shonen spirit. There was the whole bad guys turning to good guys after the fights. Supposedly, it's still unsure which one started it because Rini Kakeru started first, but at the same time, even though it started first, it's like which one did that first?
Because I would have to read, and there's not many like chapters available in English. So supposedly there's some Spanish translations, but I haven't found those.
So there's that. I mean, the tournament thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say Kinnikuman really helped like the whole. Again, a lot of people give Dragon Ball that credit, but obviously Kinnikuman came out way earlier.
Yeah, because I would say the Kinnikuman, I mean, the tournament section belongs to Kinnikuman, because while Rini Kakeru does have it, for the most part, it's still in the realm of boxing, while Kinnikuman, even though it's wrestling, it has more variations.
Yeah, because like Kinnikuman, like even though it's a wrestling series, there's a lot of moves or characters, like like Ramenman. He's clearly a martial artist. Like he has a wrestling move, but he's clearly a martial artist. And there's like a bunch of other characters. I'm not really sure if their moves classify as wrestling. So it is more like a tournament fighter. And even then, like the whole Choujin Olympics, a lot of that crazy shit. Kind of like how with Hero Academia or the Hunter exam or all that stuff. There's a lot of crazy shit, and then it builds up to a fight. So how kind of like the Choujin Olympics start too.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like crazy preliminaries, like they have to swim in oil, and then if they don't swim fast enough, they're gonna be set on fire.
Yeah, stuff like that, or the whole pushing the train thing. All that is like very inspirational for Shonen. It's always kind of sad to see that because it's a lesser known series, it doesn't really get that credit, and like all of it just goes to like whatever was popular in the 90s.
Yeah.
When there was like a whole generation before that.
Yeah, because the other series, like, because people know about JoJo, but they don't look at the like Otokojuku or Fist of the North Star, but stuff like Otokojuku and Kinnikuman, they definitely have like the more ridiculous side of battle shonen, especially when it comes to tournaments, because Fist of the North Star, while it relates to those series in terms of its masculinity and its heroics, it doesn't like follow the standard shonen norm about. There's no tournaments in Fist of the North Star. Let's put it that way.
See, like, when North Star, like, it's influential, but I think it was more influential for, like, the generation, like, for just the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas, like, series like Kinnikuman, and I guess maybe JoJo had a little bit more lasting influence outside that generation.
Yeah.
Because in the 80s, like, even though Tokujuku said in one of the earlier chapters, like, oh, everyone wants to be Fist of the North Star, because, that was, like, the biggest show, biggest franchise at the time. Obviously, it ended, times changed and all that. And then, like, again, going back to Dragon Ball probably has the most impact. It's influenced, series during its generation and many generations to come. But, like, even Kinnikuman has a little bit of that. It's continuing to inspire people. And, of course, the people it inspires, those people will inspire future people. So it's kind of like that whole chain of inspiration.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. There's something else about Kinnikuman that I know was like pretty influential. I mean, I guess the whole fan submission thing. Because I can't think of a series that predates Kinnikuman that used fan submissions. I mean, I think that was pretty. Again, I could be wrong about that, but like I haven't seen that many other series utilize that aspect.
Can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really utilized that much, anyways. I mean, the only other series I've seen that kind of use that are like Toriko and Kongo Bancho, but still, it's a pretty unique concept that I kind of wish more mangakas would use.
Well, they need like a certain story for. It has to be a long running thing, which has opportunities for several different variations.
Yeah, like, I think Hero Academia could do that if it wanted to.
Well, actually, didn't that happen already with the manga with that secretary for Midnight?
Oh, right. Yeah, but you don't hear it as often.
Yeah, it's not as big compared to like these
Yeah,
others.
yeah. It's like with Toriko, like every other chapter, like after any food was introduced on the bottom, you'd see like, oh yeah, this is someone from this prefecture, strawberry rice, something or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even the creatures themselves. Like, I always think like it's just a unique way to engage your audience.
Yeah, or in some cases it'd be like, hey, do my work for me. Make it easy for me.
I guess in a way, but I'm pretty sure, obviously they have to rework a lot.
Yeah, they gotta redraw it.
Pretty sure with the fan submissions.
Yeah.
Like, I always wonder if they got a fan submission, it was like a crayon, it was like really poorly drawn, but they got the general idea of it, and then they just redrew it.
Yeah.
It's like Warsman was just like was a stick figure, and like you Tom goes like, okay, I think I know how this would look, but yeah, that's I think everything we can say about Kinnikuman really.
Yeah, because we got on long enough. Cause
yeah, it's 3 hours at this point. We recorded like 3 different podcasts, so I think that's a job well done.
Yeah, or maybe 2, because I think I might just put a reflection with the news actually.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because the Lupin didn't go anywhere, but I'll put it in there anyways. Yeah. So that's it for this year. Well, actually no, it's not the end of this year's Kinnikuman Day because there's another one in December, like literally towards the end of the year. So.
You see, that one I'll do a video. I was originally going to do a video for this Kinnikuman Day, but because of What the Fucktober, I couldn't really do it, and then I got sick, and like I was recording my One Piece film Gold review. And I sound really sick, but like I have to do it. I wanted to finish that movie marathon before October, so if you guys see that video, you guys don't have to deal with it. Deal with my sick